How's it going, guys? Knogginator here, back in another video, and today I'm going to be showing you what you need to do to complete the Autumn Forzathon. As you see, I'm 100% on summer, and I completed the monthly things as well. Those aren't too hard to do, and I didn't make the video on it, but I'm going to make the video on it for Autumn. As you can see here, you may already be a certain percentage done with Autumn if you've already done these three, which are the monthly ones. The car files isn't too bad. This just takes time, and this takes only 2 laps to do, so it's very easy. We look at the playlist here for some new cars. Basically, if you have 100% summer already and you 100% autumn, you'll unlock the Quartz Regalia here because you'll be 50% complete. There's no way you can get the Bone Shaker this week though. And for the autumn season, if you finish 50% of it, you get the brand new MC12 Corsa that we have in the game in the Peugeot 205 Forza Edition. We've seen this car before, but it's back. And yeah, I'm going to explain how to do these two Forzathons, the weekly Forzathon and the daily Forzathon. These are all things you guys can do on their own. They're just simple races, but as you see, we can get the brand new mini Jackultramotiv in here, as well as we can get a Fairlady Z, a Mustang, and yeah, just some super wheel spins there. So here's our first part. It's called Grand Old Duke. Own and drive any classic sports cars. Now there are a little bit of sports. Is the 1969 Nissan Fairlady Z 432. That's the car I'll be using. If you would like to save some time and download my tunes, you can complete all these challenges. Just go into the you buy the car. It's 150K if you don't have it already. It's not too hard to get, and then you just go find tunes, search up my gamer tag Knogginator, as you can see up there in the top left corner of the screen. So yeah, that you can download the tune, make it a lot easier to complete these challenges. So once you own and drive the car, all you got to do is just exit out and drive. Now I'm recording this on Wednesday, the day before everything comes out, so I'm not going to actually get the Forzathons yet, but I'm showing you guys how you can get it. So yeah, that's how you're going to be able to complete Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Spirited Driving. Open up the throttle and earn a total of 9 stars from speed zones. So I'm going to show you the easiest speed zones you can get for this car. Alright, so this one down here is pretty easy. Sudmoss. Easily you can get 3 stars. It really depends because the classic sports car is a little bit slower, but remember, you don't have to get 3 stars on everything. You can get 2 stars on them as well. I'll go ahead and do a run in this car on this speed zone. You can try each way. We'll see which way is quicker. Alright, so let's go ahead and try Sudmoss on the south side. I recommend you start around the dirt area just so you can get a little bit of a run up. And 130 miles an hour, that should get you 2 stars on there, almost the 3 stars. So remember, you don't have to get 3 stars on everything. You can make your way up. Let's go ahead and do Brittlewood. Now this is a shorter one. If you get past this first turn, I recommend you start on this side because you'll have lower speed here. Then you can slowly accelerate on your way up to this. Alright, let's try it from this side. So far we got 2 stars on each so far. And we get the same. So 2 stars either way. Just got the aerial Adam. So now we're up to 4. So you still need 5 more stars. So you can basically do the same thing where you're getting 3 stars on everything pretty much. Forest Green was a good one for the summer season, so let's go ahead and try it again for the autumn season. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one now. Make sure we stay on the road here. Hit our brakes good. Remember, it's better not to go extremely fast than to stay on the road. And 125. So that's going to get us a total of 3 stars there. That one is pretty easy. So now we just need one more star. We could literally do that on any other one. I don't really think I need to show you guys how to get 1 star. Go ahead and do it on this one if you'd like. This one seems pretty easy. The next thing is going to be never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Show off that you're making, or show that you're made of sterner stuff by winning a road racing series event at the Colossus in your classic sports car. So this one is, it's gonna take a little bit, but that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and find the Colossus. Okay. So here we can find the Colossus. We have the Goliath here and the Colossus there. I want to make sure you did this one. If you haven't got it there, you have to reach level 20 in road racing. Now, you have to win this, so if you're not an experienced driver, don't risk it. Put it on inexperienced difficulty or rookie or the lowest setting you can put on, because this is a long race. And it's going to be even longer in your classic sports car because they aren't X-Class cars. Some of them you can get to S. If you don't think you can win the race on the difficulty you've been on, don't risk it. You don't want to have to do this race again if you don't have to. And finally, the last challenge is probably the hardest. Earn a total of 250 skill score in your car. So the easiest way to do this, now there's 2 ways you can do this, right? If you have a drifty boy car, you can go ahead and head here. The Greendale the Greendale airstrip, and you can go ahead and drift around the things, and you can go ahead and go down here as well and hit everything, or you can drive all the way down the highway and get your speed skills. I'm gonna do it here because I think it's gonna be quicker. I'm just gonna drift around all the way up until I get the amount that's needed. So I'm gonna show you that over here. Okay, so as you can see, there are plenty of things to knock down. So basically, what we can do here to make things a lot easier, if you have a normal stock car, that's completely fine. You know, and when I mean that, I say no upgrades to your mastery points. Basically, you'd have to get 50,000 skill points with the ×5, because it has to be in one skill chain, right? So just, you know, you can go around here, hit down everything if that's what you'd like to do. But the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to head over to the Cars tab, Car Mastery, and by doing this, we can basically get more skill points. We're just going to go ahead, and I haven't got anything on this car yet, but there's certain things we can get here. Our near miss skills are up by 20%. We're going to want to get that, right? These our drift tap skills are increased by 500%. So we get a lot if you do that as well. Gonna go ahead and do this one for combo skills. Anything that makes it easier to get skills is something you're definitely gonna want. Side swipes, especially over here when we're gonna be do the drifting. Side swipes are very important. This is probably the most important one, the drift and e-drift skills. But once again, if you're doing your highway driving, you can do it. The most important ones, probably the near miss ones, as well as the combo skills. Ultimate skill chains are going to increase by 5%. All this stuff is nice. Yes, we definitely want to do this one, the extra life. Look, anything here, everything does stuff based on skill points. This is going to make it a lot easier. You know, you may finish 5 times quicker with all of this stuff on here. And so that's all we're going to need to do. We don't need to do these. My batteries like to die very quickly. So yeah, you don't need to do anything one to give you the wheel spins or money. That's all you have to do for this. So here's how we do it. Fairly simple. Just go ahead, drive around, drift around, hit down stuff. You know, we're in all-wheel drive here. You can easily change it back to rear-wheel drive. But there's plenty of things to hit here. You see how much quicker we are getting these skills, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap over to the other side. Oh man, I banked it. Don't bank it. Not what we want to do. Alright, we got stuff over here to knock down. Cool. Everything here I want to knock. Don't run into these orange things. If you don't hit them quick enough, they will break and you won't get your skill chain. Just like that. That's why we have our lucky escape on, so we don't break. That's exactly why we have that. More things to hit, like little cones. Go ahead and do. Just make sure you're side swiping at all times. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this footage now. after running into a bunch of this stuff, and I'll be right back once we hit 50K at ×5. That's what you want to be at. Alrighty, so as you can see, skills points aren't too hard to get, guys, especially when you get these masteries. If you haven't got the masteries, you might only be at 15K right now. You just gotta keep doing it. And if I really recommend you get the mastery points on your car, because this made it a lot easier. Just gotta go ahead and bank this in now. I think that took a minute and a half. Oh, well, just don't do that. You know, I wasn't paying attention. But like I said, the challenges aren't here just yet, so I don't have to worry about not banking that in, but that would have been 275K once it was all baked in. So that's how we do the weekly Forzathon for autumn that is called Grand Old Duke.